Hello, welcome to Super High Graphics. First, let's take a look at the intro. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel because our videos will help improve your growth and creativity.
Hello guys, and welcome to another section of Show. Today we are looking at how to make a church flyer. So delete what you have on your screen. First, let's set the background. Now I'll have to make use of an image for a background. So I have the image somewhere in my phone. I'll just go ahead and get it. Okay, here is it. I'll just make it a 1-to-1, just like that. Okay, that, and place it right here. You can see. Now the next thing that I will do here is just to come here and start adding some designs to this background. I want to make a church flyer of somebody looking like somebody who is okay. I'll just make this one also 1-to-1, just like this, and bring it to this last thing, something like this. Okay, that, and just spread it over the page. Just spread it over the page to be something like this. Okay, you can see that. Okay, good. Now the next thing is you can come here and use position, center it. Okay, come to layer and just lock it. Okay, now let's come here to opacity and reduce the opacity. You can see that, so you can reduce it to as low as, okay, let's make this okay, let's leave it at 15. Okay, that. Now the next thing is, let me add another background, another thing to beautify the background. Okay, here is another image that I want to add to the background. So here it is. Without doing much, I'll just bring it to, I can reduce the size a little and just bring it to somewhere here like this. Okay, so it will be as if the person is praying. So with this again, I'll just reduce the opacity of this also. I'll reduce the opacity to almost the same level, so you can see that. But let's make this one, let's say 30. Okay, this one should be like 30. Okay, that, come to layer also and just lock it to avoid it. Okay, the next thing that I'll do here now, I'll create a shape. I want to create a shape and create a transparent gradient, transparent effect, something like, let me show us how we can do that. You come here, this one, let me give it a red color, like a really base red color. I want it to be red. Okay, a little dip of red like this. You can see that. Okay, here is the number for this red. You can pick the number here. Okay, and this other side, just click on this other side, come here and just make this one transparent, like just drag it down to the last part. Okay, now we have the transparent effect. There you have it, you can see it. Okay, great. Now all you just have to do is to spread this over the page, but in this case I want it to be deeper, so I'll just come back here and make it deeper a little, like this. So I'll drag this one out like this, you can see that. Okay, and just position it to somewhere like this. You can see the effect that it's giving me. Okay, good, I love this. Just okay that and click out. Now you can just come to layer also and lock it, just like that. The next thing is to start adding the whatever we want to add, the messages. So I'll just come here and start with the pretty much the large of the text. That's the larger part of the text, which is the main message, divine healing. Okay, I'll just bring that here, bring it to somewhere like this, and just let me check the size of this. It's too big. Let me make it, let's say, let's make it, okay, let's say, okay, I'm making it 129 in size, just like that. Okay, and just bring it here, right here, and now let's come and get them. Let's make it, let's remove the boldness. Okay, the next thing now is just to come and change the color. Let's give it a color. Since we are using a deep background, you have to make use of a light, something light, like a bright colored background, like a bright colored text. So let's make use of let's say, okay, let's make use of this. You can see this. Good, this is coming out pretty well. Yeah. So the next thing is, let's give it a shadow. Let's give it a shadow effect. Now let's say the shadow effect we are making use of, let's reduce the radius. Okay, I'm reducing the radius to, like, let's say 7. Now the offset, let's make this 6 and this one 6 also. Okay, you can see the effect. Okay, this is good. This is good. But I feel like, let me make use of a font for this, because let me come here and make use of a font. Let me make use of a font. So I'll just come to my font and, okay, let me use this. Okay, let me make use of this and just increase the size further. Let me check the size again. Okay, let's reduce it. Let's reduce it to what we have before, which was 129. Okay, so you just position this here. Use your positioning tool to position it at the center, just like that. Center it. Okay, now good, we have this. All you just have to do with this now is, let's duplicate it. It's a divine healing message that we want to back across us. So you just edit that and type in the healing. Okay, make it a capital letter also, and just bring it here and center it also, like center it. Good, you have it. Now let's add something to it. You can just come here and just come and add some sticker of let's say lightning. So I'll just search for that. Okay, it can be any of the lightning depending on what you want to do. So let me just choose one of these. Okay, that, and just bring it down. Okay, and increase the size, spread it further, then I'll close it back like this. Just come and position it somewhere here, right at the center here. Now let's go and change the color of that also to reflect what we are designing. Okay, let me make use of okay, let me make use of yellow color like this. You can see this. Okay, good. Now let's say what would the unique part of this design will be like. We want to include a bird, like a flying bird, to signify divine in this text. So all I would just have to do in this case is go in and bring in a bird that I have it downloaded already. So I'll just come here. Okay, here is a flying dove. All I'll just have to do is to reduce the size of this dove, bring it somewhere here, increase the size to fit to something like this. You can see this. Okay, good. With this now, the next thing that I'll just do here is, let me bring it down, back, bring it down. but it's covering, you can see it's covering the N, that's the letter N. So all I will just have to do now is to click on this, duplicate it, bring it down here just like this, but in this case I will edit it and wipe out the other parts, leaving only the letter N. Okay, that, and just bring that right back inside. Now for you to be able to see this properly, you just have to zoom in and check it. Okay, you can see that, so you can take your time to arrange it properly just like that, so as there won't be any lapping between the one above and the one underneath under it. So good, with this being done, you can just go back to your normal view. Okay, now you have to come to, the other one has a shadow under it, so you just come back to shadow and just switch off the shadow, like disable it. Okay, now you have it, so it's like a bird flying between the letters. You can see that. Now good, the next thing is just to add some other informations that you might have, so I'll take some time to just add them now. Let's see the name of the church, Living Christian Center. Okay, bring that right here, reduce the size, let's make it bold, then you reduce the size, just reduce the size this much. Okay, use positioning to position it at the center. Okay, now let's add another text to it. Now let's see the slogan of the church, winner domain. Let's make use of domain, winner's domain. Okay, bring that here. Let's reduce the size of this to, let's say, like 15 or 20. Let's make it 20. Okay, just position that one also right at the center. You can position it at the center like this. Let's even reduce the size further. I feel like it is too big, so let's make it 15. Okay, position it at the center just like that. Then you can make some adjustment to it with your positioning tool, just like this. Okay, now let's duplicate this, edit it. So let's say present, just like that. Okay, make this one a capital letter, just bring it here, right down here. This one now we have to make it bold because it's presenting what we have, so you just give it a bold. Then you can come to, let's say, spacing. Let's space it a little. Okay, let the spacing be 10. Okay, position it at the center, just like that. Okay, now the next thing is, let's say you have some, let's say, time and other things, or let's say the church has a logo. Let me search for something that can fit for a logo. Okay, let me say I'm using this for my logo. I'll just reduce the size of that. Then you can make it ensure the color is color that will be visible. So let me make this one white. Okay, I'll just come here and position it right here at the center. You can see it. Okay, take your time to arrange it properly. Positioning, move it up a little. Okay, so you can see it, everything is coming together really good. Let's say the next thing now, I want to add time. Let me duplicate one of these. Just duplicate any of these texts, edit it, and let's say okay, the time is 8 a.m. so I'll just add like, make it a capital letter. Okay, just come and bring this one here, like right down here, and to reduce the size further. Okay, so reduce the size a little like this. Okay, now let's say 8 a.m. you want to add something else. You can just add anything. Let's say okay, so you can just add anything. Let's say 8 a.m. then let's say location, we want to add a location to it. No, let's come back and say we want to add a location, so I'll just pick a location icon. Okay, here is an icon of, there is a location icon. You can just reduce the size of that and just reduce the size of that to something like this, and position it where you feel it is okay, just like that. Now you can change the color of that to the same yellow gradient color that we are making use of. So I'll just come here and then come to gradient, just get the yellow color. For those of us that don't know how I got this color, let me show us how I really got this color. Let me go back. Okay, how I got the color, enable it, make it a gradient, come here, this side, click on this side, and you click on color pick, then just come here and locate something like orange. So you can just pick some kind of orange here, like a light orange. You can see, then come to this other side and come to color pick 2, come and pick something like yellow, like this, like yellow. Okay, now you can see how I got the color. Okay, that now you can see how I got the gradient color. So this is good. The next thing is just to add, let's say the venue. So let's type in, let's duplicate this, edit it, then type in church auditorium. Okay, so this is good. Okay, let's bring this one down here like this. You can see. So let's say you want to describe the church in details. Let's add that. Okay, let me just duplicate this one also, edit it. Okay, you can just type in whatever the how to locate the church, but let me take some time to just type in, just paste in something. Okay, here is something. Okay, you can just bring this one down here, then rearrange it. You can see it. So now for this to be properly set, all you just have to do is use your, come to space, no, alignment, and just align the text to the center. You can see that. Okay, and you can reduce the size further. To make this interesting, let's change the color, let's change it. Yeah, let's align these things. Your alignment is very important. Align it to the center. This one also, align it to the center. The 8 a.m. align it to the center. Okay, great. Now let's change the color of this so as it can be visible. It's visible this way, but let's change the color to something like that will match with what we are designing. So I'll just come to, let me just give it a random yellow color, like a plain yellow color that I have on my color palette here. Okay, so with this, just click on yellow color. Okay, that then you just tap out, you can see Now the next thing, let's say you have any other thing that you want to add to it, the social media handle, the phone number, more info. All you just have to do is you can create a shape like this. So you just spread it over the page, then reduce the size and just bring it down here. Now with this, depending on how big you want it to be, but I will just make it something like this. So just bring it down a little. You can use your positioning tool to position it if you are not getting it right. So something like this. Do I feel it is still big? Okay, something like this. Now the next thing is you can just add any other information. Let me pick something. Okay, let's say this is a social media handle collection of them. Doesn't have to always be together, you can arrange them separately. So this is it. Now for this, let me change the color. I'll just make it a color red because I have a color red. Now the next thing is, let me just say this is, duplicate this, just duplicate it. Let's say this is the name. You can just position it right in front of it like this. Then you can change the color also. So let's say the same red color, and take your time, arrange it properly like this. So arrange it properly to fit. So yeah, you just made a very beautiful church flyer, and here you can see how everything came together. Thank you for watching. God bless you. I remain your host, Shegun Peters. Oluwaseun.
Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel because our videos will help improve your growth and creativity.